pro-Israel lobby in Europe has been following closely growth of far-right parties. Israel is seeking really unconditional support from Europe, and the far-right parties are prepared to give Israel pretty much unconditional support. The mainstream parties are obviously not willing. They're officially critical of Israel's colonization activities. Well, the far right is essentially racist. A number of these parties have essentially Nazi roots. AfD is essentially a neo-Nazi party. The racism at one point in the 20th century was focused on Jews. This racism hasn't gone away, but it's now, rather than it being focused on Jews, it's now focused on Muslims primarily. He frequently combines his messages of support for Israel with criticisms of what he calls the multiculturalism of the Netherlands. Cooperation between the Zionist movement and the Nazi movement in the 1930s, famously, the most famous example of this was the so-called transfer agreement. The idea, obviously, being that they would transfer Jews from Germany to Palestine. In that declaration, the European Union said that it wants to increase its cooperation with Israel. I mean, this is a state, obviously, that has been found in an interim ruling of the International Court of Justice to have plausibly been committing a genocide in Gaza. Under the Genocide Convention, there is a very clear obligation on governments around the world not to assist in any way acts of genocide. The European Union is not respecting its obligations.